Well, I was looking on Google Images just for pictures of Sunnies to kind of get an idea of what I should do. And then suddenly I found my little Sunny. It's been in some blog about cool classic cars. Although this is how it was in 2015, and as you can see, it's in a slightly cleaner version, but you can still see at the beginning of the window it's starting to rust. You can see the problems coming up. Well, boys, he did it. He passed. He is certified till 16th of May 2022. That's 2 years. I don't think I'll own him for 2 years. But he is certified, which is beautiful. There he is in all his glory. And now on the way home, I stopped by the do-it-yourself store and I bought all this shit. I didn't actually manage to find any paint in this beautiful greenish color, although this one is a bit definite. It's like a green. They only had army green, which I thought was not really fitting. We need like a kind of light green but desaturated, maybe a little bit metallic. So I think it'll be cheaper just order it offline on the internet. Anyway, a lot of stuff needs to happen. We need to spray paint the wheels. We need to figure out whether I'm going to replace all these handles with the nice chrome handle I have over here. And to be honest, I kind of want to, because this chrome handle is nice and metal and heavy and it just feels so good compared to like these handles. And also, if you see, the official handles have like this edge in here, which the chrome handle just doesn't have, because it is better. It just fits in more nicely because we tried to make it fit perfectly. And I guess the Nissan engineers were like, fuck it, because all the handles are just sticking out a bit. But that's also just a simple mechanism that is on here. Yeah, we need to like repaint up all these things. They need to be nice and black again, and there's a lot of them missing. We have to see if we can get any of them. I'm gonna put some anti-slip in there. Just gonna cover this up. Hopefully my radio arrives soon. I also have to put my speakers in. We have to try and find some chrome rings, as well as some little hubcaps here. Guys at the certification place so gave him a new exhaust, and you can see he now has a nice shiny stainless steel and silencer. And basically they made it from scratch because the parts are not available. Yay, Sunny. Hello everybody, it's day 43 I believe. I'm just gonna go over things that we did. Well, we got this lovely anti-slip like stuff. Then we filled this up with foam, and now we put like a little bit of a cast resin over it, and we're gonna smooth this out, and then we're just gonna fill up this entire thing with anti-slip after completely massacring like the entire interior of here. This radio is in, it's looking actually pretty nice. I just put in the old clock. Getting an analog clock was not an option. We tried to get out we tried to take off the steering wheel, because it's the wheels are now straight but the steering wheel is slanted, so that needs to be fixed. But the puller we bought is not for steering wheels. It's for like all the stuff in the suspension, which would have been useful when we were doing the suspension, but we're no longer doing the suspension. This has been completely massacred because the rev counter, yeah, there was a problem with the rev counter. We'll get to that in a second. The speedo is not working either. Well, you know that it was like showing the wrong speed. So we took, this is the speedo pinion gear. This turns, and then it turns the cable, and then there's a little clutch in there, and that clutch has a limited slip. And basically, the higher the speed, the more likely it's to catch, so the dial goes up. Then, yeah, that gear over there came out of that hole. We just put a cloth in there because there's transmission fluid and we don't want it to come out. Battery died on me again because I left the radio on. Great. After scouring literally the entire engine bay, we found out that like right here behind the battery there was a little diode. This one, well actually this thing here, that was broken. It was completely encased in like sort of melted plastic, so I guess that was part of the problem. And I just went to the car parts store. They don't sell this. They were like, what the fuck are you doing here with your goddamn Nissan Sunny again? So yeah, that's not an option. We need to get a replacement for here. What we'll probably do is just get a different diode and then like solder it back on here. We tried soldering this, it just melted, so no, that ain't happening. The wheels are also back on the car. They got painted completely, like,
well guys, that was a quick recap of everything I did. Now, due to basically resits and exams, I haven't been editing any of the videos, but I do have all the footage. So instead of doing it in completely chronological order, I'm just gonna group them with like things that are related to each other. So up next will be like the dials and maybe the dashboard and the electrics, and then afterwards we'll move on to bodywork and interior, and I don't know.
Perfectly okay, because we just have some fuzzy dice.